Welcome back to another episode. My name is Gavren, and behind me is an $80 million home in the center of one of the most renowned ski resort towns in the world. So starting the tour off in the great room, your first impression when you step into here for the first time is just to look up. It's where your eyes take you. You have all that custom millwork throughout here on the ceiling and this custom chandelier hanging above. It's just really cool. I mean, it's a very art-centric focused home. There's art wherever you look, including out your front yard and your windows. Again, you've got all these peaks and these mountains. Our elevation here on this property is around 7,500. And over here you have a natural wood-burning fireplace encased in concrete, and above it, more artwork. Again, I'm gonna say art probably 100 times here in this home because it's very focused on art pieces on every wall, as you'll notice. And you probably noticed us walking through that 12-foot tall glass pivot door, which is insane. There's multiple pivot doors here in this home, including in the entryway and in the owner's suite. You've got another seating moment off the living area too, and over here you've got a Steinway & Sons piano, one of two here in this home, and it's self-playing. Because even in an $80 million home, you don't need to learn how to play the piano. It does it for you. Off to my left, we have the art gallery. This is all naturally lit, but before we go in, I want to also note on the walls and the ceilings throughout this home are all hand plastered. And this doorway is encased with brass and a textured pad, letting you know you're going into a different part of the house. It's a good transition piece, and it kind of breaks up these white plastered walls. This home was also built in 2005, and it doesn't feel like anything of the past because of the high-end materials that were used. It's kind of like timeless, kind of like art. So speaking of art, you step into your naturally lit gallery. This is called the Red Wall, we were told. And over here is kind of, more landscapes that the owner had placed here. And a lot of the art was purchased from local vendors, commissioned by other people here in the Aspen area, and a lot of domestic paintings here as well. So we're gonna check out another seating room. Again, you'll notice every entryway encased in brass, textured on the bottom, and we're actually gonna step into the library. You've got this really cool art piece, probably my favorite here in this entire home and on the grounds included. You've got the fireplace burning below, and if you look close, it's not just a crumpled flag, right? If you look at it from an angle, it's actually a woman coming through the flag, so that was really cool. You've got a tray ceiling here as well. Notice that dual chandelier hanging above. Again, a lot of artistic flair in this home. It's just a very well-traveled space. So behind this sliding door is our first of 8 bedrooms here in this home. There's also 8 bathrooms and 3 half baths. So in our first bedroom we're gonna check out here on this property, it's kind of a moodier vibe, right? You've got a 2-tier chandelier hanging above your king-size bed, and we're facing east. So we have these 2 large windows, so you're gonna catch some amazing sunrises. And it's a cool thing, you're gonna see this a lot here in this home. A lot of these windows and doors also slide open and pop open. So this actually slides open as well as the opposite side. And you can come out here, direct access to your grounds here on this property. There's also an ensuite in every bedroom here in this home. So in addition to your ensuite, you've got these built-in closet systems. Again, that moody vibe continues and then brightens back up here in the bathroom. Deep soaking tub off to my right. To my left, we have dual vanities set up here encased with marble. And we have sliding frosted glass doors here with a walk-in shower. So you've got some additional privacy here in the space too. But now I'm gonna take you guys back across the great room and down the hallway into our primary suite. So back in through the great room, you're gonna notice again, all that brass touches encasing each doorway. I almost forgot this. So here in this home, there's actually a $100,000 sound system that's built into this wall. So it's kind of hard to see on camera, but there's huge, like 3 individual speakers on each respective side of this fireplace. And there's an architectural sound system in and throughout this home, including the outside. So as we head down this long hallway, you're gonna notice that large emphasis at the end of the hallway with those dark doors, and they're extremely heavy, and you'll see here in a second, making a huge emphasis that that is the primary suite. So stepping into the owner's suite, it's another really big moment. All that natural light just flooding in this space on this wing of the house. Another 12-foot tall glass pivot door, just perfectly picture framing your 60 acres here on this estate. Tons of artwork on the walls, including above the fireplace here. This is kind of a cool little moment, custom made to kind of just hide away your TV, because obviously when you're in Aspen, you're here to unplug, and you don't want to interrupt that view when you're sitting here on your bed. So you can just close that, goes back down, and your view is obviously undisturbed. Steinway & Sons piano, one of two here in this space. This one's a little bit more special. This one's signed by John Steinway himself, so just kind of an added characteristic here on this piano. It's not self-playing, and unfortunately that's kind of all I got for you guys. So as you head down the hallway here in your bathroom, you have all that Venetian hand plaster here on the walls and ceilings. This all pockets off for additional privacy. There's tons of pocket doors here in this home. So a lot of volume here in this walk-in closet, enough so that you need a sliding ladder just to reach from the top shelf. Natural light in here as well. And you kind of get ready right here, and you can actually go skiing. That's Snowmass just out there, so you can kind of get mentally prepared for your ski trip here in the morning. And this all wraps back around and leads you out to probably the largest by volume bathtub that I've ever seen in a home. I mean, just look at the sheer volume. This probably takes a solid hour just to fill up halfway. So you've got a vanity right here, natural stone on each respective side, so you guys can both be getting ready at the same time. Large mirrors as well here in this space. And out to my right, if you actually want, you can cut yourself off to make this really, really private from the rest of the house. You just step out here, and there's a sliding fogged glass barn door. So if you want, this all shuts. And if we step back inside, there's actually another exit here in this bathroom. And it leads us out to something pretty fun that you can actually see through this sliver of a window here in this walk-in shower. More of that natural stone, a large bench right here. I've never seen this before, but you've got a little custom-made glass, more fogged here on a slider for more privacy. And outside is your private hot tub. Let me show you guys this. So follow me this way, out this exit. So this is fenced in, completely private, so clothing of choice out here as you've got no neighbors. So up here on this elevated surface, of course, you've got the hot tub, and we're gonna note on privacy a lot during this tour. This is all fenced in, so clothing of choice up here as we just slid that barn door and again, secluded yourself from the rest of this property here on this wing. This backs up to that 850 acres full of mountain biking and just trails. So it's a really special thing to kind of visit here year round here in Aspen. You've got all the mountains just minutes away. The airport, I think, was like a 5-minute drive from here. So really, really cool here in Aspen. And speaking of Aspen, these are Aspen trees, and you'll notice the eyeballs here on this tree. So kind of cool, because it looks like all the trees are looking at you, which is really unique to obviously this area. And I want to touch on Scarcity really quick. So this home is 13,655 square feet, right? And that cannot be replicated at all anymore. The local laws had just been redone completely, so you can't actually build over 9,999 square feet ever again. So this home's not going anywhere. And obviously, again, just speaking on Scarcity, that this is a one of one and it cannot be replicated. Now let's go head back down the hallway, check out the rest of the bedrooms here in this home as we get to the backyard. So as we head down this hallway, you're gonna notice more artwork on the wall that you probably saw earlier in this tour. It's a very art-centric, focused home. And behind these solid wooden doors, you reach our first guest bedroom here in this space. And all these doors actually open up. So they all slide. You just pull this lever down, and everyone has direct access to outside. So if you're hosting guests, they can come and go as they please, not to disrupt the rest of the home, which is a really nice feature. And that does that on both sides. And this one just has a beautiful picture frame window of those mountains. Views from every angle and every room here in this home. They did an amazing job really bringing both of the outdoor indoor together. And over here, you've got the kids' room. So this room is completely customed and fitted to obviously have kids. You got the bunks here set up right here. So like I mentioned, this room was completely customized for the thought of kids. They've lowered this vanity to about my knee for the idea of kids utilizing this space, which they do. I mean, this home brings people together, families together, and hosts a lot of people, including some kids. So stepping into the second east guest bedroom, again, this one kind of complements the other one. These both open up. Again, this is made for all season entertainment. There's no bugs here in Colorado, so really you could just have these almost open year round. So like we've mentioned earlier, sound system in every single room. There's over 100 speakers here in this home, including this room. More of that Venetian plastering, and then you got some trim around here, which complements this modern fixture hanging above this king size bed. And behind this bed, more trimming, kind of got some fun padded wallpaper, some flowers kind of engraved into it and stitched in. And over here, we've got an ensuite. Again, each of these rooms are fixed with ensuites. This was a light, nice, very clean, minimalistic vibe to complement the rest of this room. So there's one other room I want to show you guys that's across the hallway. We're going to enter into the game room, and then there's an office right off of it. Now stepping back across this wide wood floor planks, you step into the sunroom or the game room. Got this diffused skylight above us illuminating this space. More of those aluminum beams kind of mimicking the architecture of this home. This is currently set up as kind of a hangout lounge area for the kids. Got the air hockey table set up, and this door slides all the way open. Again, screened in again, of course, overlooking your backyard, so you can kind of just come and go as you please as you entertain all year round. This home just does, honestly, just a fantastic job about bringing the outdoor elements inside and just making it super easy to access all the spaces here in this home. But now let's go head back out the hallway. There's one more room we need to hit up. It's the office, and then we're gonna go check out the lounge and then the kitchen area. So now stepping into the office space, more of that Venetian plaster again everywhere. And you guessed it, there's another door to kind of give you direct access to your back door patio and entertainment area. Again, they don't want to leave anyone out, including the office space. So stepping back out of this room, we're gonna go check out, again, that lounge and bar area, and then the dining area. I mean, some really cool finishes here. But before we do that, I wanna show you guys the basement area. It's the only below grade room in the entire house. So as we head down into the basement, there's a lot of cool features in this home and a lot of money that went into the creation of this space to make it livable and functional all at the same time. So we enter in here, the mood gets set, the vibe gets darker, and the theater room is just around the corner. So now that you've made it down to your home movie theater room, you've got the acoustic tiles above your seating area. Check this out. So just by a push of a button, the projector descends from the ceiling, the lights dim a bit, and then the projector screen falls over here. So it's just really cool. I mean, over $100,000 worth of just audio equipment and speakers are in this space, and that's not including the wax finishing on the wall. I thought it was wallpaper at first, but it's actually wax drippings and then more Venetian plaster. So everything's custom and detailed to the max, making this a very timeless home. And now behind me is something really special. I'm gonna show you guys here in just a second. So off the movie theater room and through these pocket doors, more heated tile even in here in your kind of kitchenette, wine room area. Off to my right is that powder room, modern fixture, all backlit with that glass vanity. And this is a solid metal door. You type in the secret code. I actually know the code. So you step through here, more heated floor, and about room for 1,000 bottles of wine. So kind of come in here, enjoy the heated tile, and once you're done with picking out your favorite bottle, you flip on the switch here. And I just learned this just now. I'm not a wine connoisseur, but I'm getting there. You actually pour out your favorite bottle, and if it's aged, you can check for impurities and sediments in here that has settled, as you don't want to drink those. So that's what this is for. So, but we're gonna go head back upstairs, check out the rest of this main level, and then wrap up the inside of the house, and then continue the tour outside. So stepping off the hallway back into your great room, off to my right, you have the lounge area. So as you step into the lounge area, you're gonna notice again, the brass encased in all these 14-foot tall doorways, textured platform letting you know you're now entering the lounge. I mean, this is a true lounge. It feels like we're at like a classy bar, restaurant. You've got the wine fridge and then all the decanters set up right here in this custom shelving. And then over here, you've got basically any kind of bourbon or alcohol of your choice. You've got Woody Creek Distillers. This is local right here down the street. Got the sink set up right here and more glassware. And then off to my left, if you want to kind of separate conversations, there's a sliding barn door, again, pockets. And you're gonna see this a lot because as this home entertains, you wanna divide up space as conversation kind of divides here in this home. So stepping through that 14-foot tall entryway into our formal dining room, you've got seating for 10. You can also close off these doors behind me from the kitchen so you can have the chef working and being busy out there and just complete silence and obviously entertainment out here. This again opens up. Almost every single room has direct access to all the grounds here on this property. So it's just a really thoughtful feature that the architect included here. So that was an awesome idea. So that steps us over to our art gallery. We're gonna step into the kitchen. So more storage right here. This is all blended in. It's more of that brass, so it's just seamless and just hiding that pantry back behind. Granite countertops in here. You're gonna notice that glass work throughout this home, and it continues here in the cabins. So you have more of that frosted glass. It's a large theme that continues out onto our covered porch. Aluminum and steel beams cross this covered patio area with that fireplace centered right outside of this door. And again, I'm gonna say this a lot, everything opens up to the outside. It was super, super important when building this home. So large island seating for 4 here in this space. This is a true chef's kitchen. You notice everything is stainless steel, so it's a great work area. So hosting people, not a problem. Plenty of workspace, high-end Miele appliances here throughout, and all that paneled steel. This is actually the refrigerator there, so really nice, beautiful touches. Here's kind of the informal gathering area. That is our mudroom down this hallway, which steps out into your 3-stall car garage here. Got the TV and entertainment system set up here as well with wood paneling. Off to my left is more French doors, more artwork, steps you over to a really beautiful bathroom, floating vanity made out of soapstone. So you see all these carves and indentations inside that soapstone, as it's a really soft stone, hence why it's called soap. Fireplace right here, more of that wood paneling, and a really cool piece of artwork right here with the cowboy kind of greeting you as you enter this space. Here we've got the breakfast nook. So this is kind of tucked away. It's perfect for coming out, grabbing coffee and just bird watching elk gather or deer come on this property. So continuing the theme of indoor-outdoor connectivity, doesn't stop even in the breakfast nook or the bird watching room as they call it. Dining table set right here off the grill. These wooden and steel beams. And you see these little bird houses right here, kind of the birds flying away. Tons of firewood set off this fireplace next to your seating area. We've got the heaters on. So again, all season entertainment this home was built around. And included out here, you can kind of get a better angle of it now, of these copper tiles on the roof here. So, and all the artwork out here is locally sourced or domestically sourced at least. And this one's kind of fun. You have the businessman with his gold suitcase balancing his world. You got the bear chilling on this tree stump. And this is another local art piece right here. And it's cool. I mean, if you look around all these aspen trees, you're gonna notice those eyeballs again, like I mentioned earlier. Just a really cool detail that you get only here, right? So stepping up to your heated pool, kind of see that steam coming up of it. And you got a seating area right here as well. So this home can, again, really host tons and tons and tons of people, as we got 8 bedrooms here in this space. 45-foot long pool. It increasingly goes from shallow to deep here in this space. Have the cabana area over to my left, which walks you up straight up to your stocked pond here in this property. Yesterday we were chilling. This is day 2, and we saw a ton of deer out here just off this, kind of battling it out. And we've got the gas fire pit over here, and that's where those deer were fighting. And as the great philosopher Will Ferrell once said, there's so much room for activities. You got the hot tub set over here on this elevated platform. And again, it's just cool because it feels like you're in the middle of nowhere, but yet you're connected to all the ski resorts and 5 minutes from the Aspen runways. So over here, you've got the fitness center, its own structure here in the backyard. These all open up again, and you can actually screen these in too. So it's another added detail to get your workout done, indoor-outdoor flow. So full gym here with kind of the smoothie bar, kitchenette space over here. Full bathroom as well, so you can go straight from your gym, hit the showers, get cleaned up, and you can go straight back out to continuing the rest of your day after you had coffee off that breakfast nook. And stepping out here, there's a little pathway that leads us to more artwork here on these grounds, and then the studio apartment is straight ahead. So headed down this pathway that they dug out for us to get to the studio apartment straight ahead, you have an 8-foot tall bunny rabbit sculpture here in the backyard. It's actually the same local artist that made the sculpture in the front entryway, that big American flag that you guys saw. Same person who did that is here. And then above the 3-stall car garage is the Caretakers quarters, 2-bed, 1-bath, plus the kitchenette. So when the owners are away, the caretaker has a place to stay. So straight ahead is this studio apartment, more sound system in here. Like I said, this whole house is connected by a phone. You can turn off everything from your phone. So out here on the covered patio, you're gonna notice the wooden beams that actually continues the slope line into this studio apartment. Large glass sliding doors, again, transitioning from the rest of the house. This just complements everything. So it's modest in here, have a studio apartment, its own ensuite behind this door, and a vanity over off to my left. So everything you can need when you're staying for a short or a long period of time. Now to wrap up this tour, follow me to the front of the house, back to one of my favorite moments here on this property. So now on the outside of the garage, you're gonna notice these copper doors. It's just something you just don't see ever, and it's a really cool feature. They did that on every single stall. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this week's episode here in Aspen, Colorado at this one-of-a-kind listing. I want to give a huge shout out to Doug Leibinger for opening up the doors and letting us experience this listing and what true Aspen lifestyle offers. My favorite part of this home definitely has to be this great room with all those vivid colors and artwork. Let me know what your favorite part of this home was down in the comments. And if you guys have any questions about this home, want to learn more, check out the description below to contact Doug to learn more. And with that, I'll see you guys on the next tour.